Mm, 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 This is sad. The name of this beat is called Stress, and for good reason, because this is sad. Did you see what just happened to Aaron Gordon? If you're watching the same shit I'm watching, you saw what just happened to Aaron Gordon. How about you get dropped and then get everybody dunked on? It's 5 to go, but there is a mile to go in this season for Nuggets fans. We're just not going to get any rest. There will be no rest for the weary. They're not going to give it to you, gentlemen and ladies. They're not going to give it to us. This team is going to make everything a struggle. And I think it begins with professionalism. A lack of effort. They just do not take their opposition seriously. They don't take their opportunity seriously either. And I think that there's some continuity issues. Yeah, let's get into it, because holy God, that turned around so fast. It was a game that they were teetering, you're up by 10. Okay. You let them get back into the game. Once they let their leads start dwindling, you just saw life get into the Bulls. And then the Bulls bench is kicking the shit out of the Nuggets bench. Pretty basic math. This is, I mean, quite honestly, it's just kind of, I just think it's kind of bullshit. That's where I'm at with it. My bullshit meter is saying this is bullshit. Lou, Watson and Murray. I'm telling you, it's just they're just not. You can't. They're not serious. They just don't strike me as serious guys. This team lacks a professionalism that's just like, how. That's the part I don't get, is how. Nuggets down 108 to 100. It's 5 to go. Oren Lamena. And you. This is a game that was well in hand. Christian Brown, nice take. Oh, let's take a look at some box score shit. All 5 Nuggets starters in double figures, 31 for Joker, 10 assists, 8 boards. Pretty much roll out of the Sombor mattress, roll off, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. Russell Westbrook, minus 16 in the plus minus. He's had a 6 for 17 day. This is one of those you can't afford to have that. Joker too, shooting 4 of 19 from the field. Matter of fact, everybody, with the exception of Christian Brown. Oh, I'm sorry. That's Russell Westbrook, who's 5 of 7. It's Jamal Murray, who's 6 of 17. Sorry about that. And you're getting a whole 10 points out of your bench. Aaron Gordon was 6. Peyton Watson was 4. Julian Strawther. Julian? Hey, Julian. Over here. We're playing a whole basketball game. Yeah, I'm trying to get it going, coach. Meanwhile, the Bulls have gone 5 deep on their bench, 6 deep really on their bench. And 24, 26, 35, 38. So 38 to 10. The Nuggets are getting outscored bench-wise. And there's the difference. There's the difference. This team lacks serious depth. The fact that Mike Malone hasn't even gone, but who would he go to? Jalen Pickett, PJ Hall. DeAndre Jordan is literally the only guy on this bench that it's like, maybe you can get something out of him, but what? For the size advantage? Every single Nugget bench player is in the minus. Julian Strawther's in the minus 15. 111, 114, 105, excuse me. I got the feed going on one side. Let me see if I can catch this up. Oh, what a frustrating loss this one will be. I mean, the sad part is what they're messing with is you're messing with your playoff seeding. Make no mistake, all these games are going to matter. This is not a 2 seed in the West. This is not a 2 seed. This is not a 2 seed nor a slide. This is not a 2 seed slide. This team is a 4 seed at best. At best. After watching their act in Minnesota and how they thoroughly got handled in Minnesota, you're talking about a team that doesn't match up well with the best. And then they just don't take it seriously when they're matched up with the rest. Get in here. Talk your shit, Lars. Bulls aren't missing threes. They're taking a lot of them. I would imagine they're going to make some. We don't defend. No. And defending is really an issue of effort and professionalism. You know what I mean? I don't think it's anything you're just going to draw up this great, how do you stop the immortal Bulls? Jimmy Buckets in Denver makes sense. What's the worst that could happen? Lose to the Bulls on the road? Exactly. You know the one thing that you're going to get from Jimmy Buckets when he's engaged? You're going to get a Draymond Green type defender with very highly developed offensive skill, right? If you can hold on to a guy like Aaron Gordon, great sixth man, I think it seems to not be working this game. How Aaron Gordon can't be giving us more than what's he got off the bench right now. AG's giving you 6 points off the bench, 3 of 9 shooting, 0 of 2 from 3. 4 assists, 2 rebounds. Like, what? Off the bench, bro? And I heard something about, him being like, it's enough of the load management and he's ready to get back in the starting lineup. So it's like, please don't tell me you're a prima donna too. Because it's the one thing you cannot substitute on this squad is what you're getting out of Russell Westbrook. He's the only guy that night in and night out brings it. Well, that's not including Joker, but there are times Joker's got another triple-double. 33, 12, and 10. You're always going to get the best basketball player in the world out of Joker. But I'm talking about that. When I say brings it, Joker's also got 4 turnovers tonight. So go figure that. When I say brings it, though, I'm talking about that fire, that effort and that fire. You see it in his face. He's the only guy. Fight through screens, fight over the top of screens. It's really, really tough to watch. It's tough to watch a team that's just very laissez-faire about their approach to the game. It's really tough to watch. Nuggets down 118-109. This is going to be a game that maybe they play themselves back in string. It'll be a good win if they come back and get it because you'll have to, spend some energy. Good foul, Russie. And find some competitive fire, but they never should have been here. The Bulls are tonight 21 of 46 from 3. So they've just been bombs away. And you'll say, oh, okay, this is why everybody's got to jack them up. The Nuggets are 5 of 24 from 3. I don't want to see them shooting anymore. You're already shooting at a 20% clip. So you want to see them up that total? I got a homeboy that's like, they got to up their 3-point total. Like, shit. This is not a team that shoots. Besides Joker, they do not shoot a great percentage from 3. Christian Brown hits a big 3, huge 3 to bring the Nuggets to within 6, 118-112. Jamal Murray with the assist. Breaking John Wooden rule number 1, never leave your feet when passing the ball. Now the Nuggets down 2, 114-118. 114-118. Yeah, that's what it is. 114-118, Oren. Oh my God. Talking. Oh, that's a big bucket. That's a big bucket. Nuggets down 7, 121-114. Get that shit out of here. Oh, man. It's really frustrating to watch, to be honest with you. It's really frustrating to watch. It's just a very frustrating team to watch. It's subliminal stuff. The lackadaisical way, most Nugs starting with Murray, come down, take exactly. Everything about this team is just like too cool for school. Everything about this team just lacks competitive fire. Everyone on this team, with the exception of Nikola Jokic, just because he can't. You can't expect, I think, any more than what you're getting out of him just on the floor. Just on the floor, you're getting a triple-double average. So, yeah, I'm going to give him the nod. He's not that type of guy. He's just a very laconic guy. But you just look at, like, watch Michael Porter Jr.'s just his body language to the game. It's like, I'm trying to control my body. It's too cool for school. Same thing with Aaron Gordon. You just watch. There's no fire. And Russell Westbrook, he blows a lot of bunnies. I got to be honest with you. I love Russell. I love his attitude. I love his fire. But God damn, that dude blows a lot of bunnies. Just, you know what I mean? It's like, what the hell is the problem, brother? What is going on, brother? Ew, brother. What's that, brother? Lakers win. Denver loses. Oof. I just don't even know. I'm just not quite sure how you get this team right without a trade. I'm just not sure how you get this team right without a trade. And it's like, yeah, you're going to have to part ways with one of these. Oh, my God. Nuggets down 3, though. $1.25 left. 124, 121. 1.21 gigawatts. Somebody said, fuck. That's your big boy. That's probably your ball game. We're going to talk about trades, Jonathan Kidd. We're going to talk about trades that will work, J. Kidd. I think at this point in time, I really do think that it's just time. I think everybody's too comfortable. I don't know if it's maybe you fire Mike Malone, but that doesn't better your roster. It's not going to give you depth on your bench. This bench is too inconsistent. Guys like Peyton Watson, he has no descript game except for defensively. He's gonna, he's gonna give you effort on the defensive end. He's gonna block shots. It's really a matter of to me professionalism and effort. This has got to be a team that they're not that talented. So this is a team that has to get it out the mud type shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like everybody's got to be a scrapper. Do you get that from many of the guys on this squad? You don't get scrapper out of these guys. This is a team that has to get it out the mud. You need everybody looking at Russell Westbrook and going, I'm going to play like that guy. I don't care what it takes. I'll blow 1,000 layups, but I'm not going to ever get caught, asleep, or not fighting through a pick or running over the top of a screen or knowing when to go under a screen. I'm never going to get caught not paying attention. And I'm going to approach this game with a fire that you can see it in my effort. I'm not talking about fake hustle either. I'm talking about effort. You just don't get that from this team. What are they getting out rebounded? I know they're getting out rebounded in this game. Oh, 41. Okay, 41 to 45. It's not that bad. They should be killing. I feel like they should be killing the Bulls on the glass, but maybe I'm just saying that because I'm a homer. Maybe I'm just a homer saying that. We're gonna look at trades, like I said. I know I'm fairly sure In the Paint with Dan Tanner. In the Paint with Dan Tanner will be coming up 15 minutes after I'm done here, so I'm gonna be sure to adhere to that time. Just so In the Paint with Dan Tanner. This is a team that either needs way more scoring. They need a ton more scoring, or I don't. You feel me? We're ready. You know what, Daniel? We're ready. We're ready. I think it's fair, and I don't even think he deserves to get canned. Oh, Russell Westbrook blew another bunny. I don't even think it's fair. But what I think it is, it's the Miko It's the Miko. It's the Miko factor. It's like sometimes you just got to do some shit to shake shit up. And right now, after the loss this team took in Minnesota, look at where Michael Porter Jr. is playing Zach LaVine. It's like, what are you doing? It's like he's never played basketball before sometimes. Just watching Michael Porter Jr. on the defensive side of the ball is like watching a guy who's never really played basketball before. They just were like, you're tall, come here. What do you want me to do? I want you to go out there and I want you to try poorly. Holy God. Trades that will work. MPJ and Murray for LAVINE. That's from Lou Hugh. I don't know if I'm going to pull up Spot Rack. Let me pull up Spot Rack. I don't know if the money, I think that is too weighted. Let me see. And I don't think we can trade Jamal during the season. If anybody can get a hold of Fishin, he knows all that trade apron, why we're at the first apron and whatever, kiss the cook. God damn it. I don't know. Can you tell that I'm upset? Can you tell that I'm frustrated? Is it coming through that this team pisses me off? See, I get to be a fan. When In the Paint with Dan Turner starts, he's going to be very professional. I don't have to be that shit. I'm pissed. You lose to the Bulls? Like, what kind of bullshit is that? If you take it on the chin from a team that is not better than you, but it seems to be a thing where the Frenchman gives Joker trouble. The Frenchman gives Joker problems. This team lost not on back-to-back nights either. To the fucking Bulls. Get the fuck out of here. Somebody needs to get traded. Just to appease my bloodlust. In the Paint with Dan Tanner. It's soon enough. We'll go in the paint with, but not yet before I get my shit off. God diggity dog, damn it. This team could bleep up a 13-year-old's wet dream. I swear to Christ. I swear to Christ. Just embarrassing. That's right, Jeremy. It is. We ready to talk about Mike Malone's future? I can see Daniel Miller just waiting off in the side. Daniel Miller's like, you ready now, fam? You want to have that talk? Come on, bro. I'm here for you. Let's fire him. Okay, Daniel, let's fire him. Fuck it. Fire him. Fire everybody. God. Say it with me now, everyone. 1, on 3. We're going to say a collective, God damn it. If you're a Christian, I get it. You won't. You know, if you're Alhamdulillah, I get it. You won't. But I will for you. The rest of you on the count of 3. Ready? 1, a 2, a 3. God damn it. LAVINE just schooled everyone on what a good fake out looks like. Yeah. Maybe it's time to look at Zach LAVINE. I don't know. You just got a great showcase of what they can get. Maybe the Bulls got some. Nuggets not going to get past the second round for the yeah. You might be onto something right there. I didn't think about that to be a critic. Besides the championship year, they haven't fared well in the postseason. Hope the Nuggets can get the 4th seed at least. I don't see that happening, brother. Well, okay, let me stop. That's probably doom and gloom. Let me reel that in. They could be the 4th seed, but anything lower than that, I don't like their chances. I don't think anyone will take Murray. I don't either. He hasn't played He hasn't played into that contract. You're not going to get him off without a bunch of draft picks, and we don't have any draft picks. It is what it is. Just like yesterday in the NFL. It is what it is. Come on, Jason Hunt. Seems to be a theme with the Nuggets this year, losing to teams that are worse than them. And it's not just the teams that are worse than them. They can't beat the teams that are better than them either. So you have to beat the teams that you're better than. And they just don't take those games seriously, it seems like. Nothing to say except COD. Andon? There's cash on demand, cash on delivery, COD. Am I missing it? Who's getting cash on delivery? Oren, I'm going to tweet a parlay at you Unreal. Okay, tweet it at me. I'll look for it. I'll look for it. Is it something you hit? Ask Daniel Miller who's a better option than Malone. I bet he can't. I can't either. Well, I think what's more instrumental, I don't disagree with you. I think it would be David Adelman Jr., to be honest with you. Obviously, it's not going to, I think it's what, you fire the guy up top, and then you hope that his underlings don't have allegiances to the guy. My still fix, the one fix that this team can make in-house, the one in-house fix I feel this team can make is, I think you have to put a better offensive option on the bench, and Jamal Murray is a better, and this is why I say that. It's not just because I'm mad at Jamal. It's because he still is the guy who can get his shit going, right? And if he's just out there with a bunch of knuckleheads, let him dribble around, and find himself into a 30-point night off the bench, as opposed to having, Aaron Gordon, who nights like this, I wish that something would fall. Fucking hell. 54 3-point attempts by one team. What are we watching? We're watching the undoing of professional basketball, Jomito 83. It's fucking stupid. And trust me, it's not, is it sustainable? I guess, but it's not entertaining. It's not entertainable. Call of Duty. Oh, man, I feel so out of the loop. If I can wrestle the TV for my 4-year-old, may wait until after 8:45. Oh, you guys got a little Call of Duty date? You guys leaving the rest of us out? Good on you, and Fish. And I just got a stew in it. I don't play Call of Duty. I just got a stew in this fucking loss. Salary allocations for the 2025-26 season are $200.68 million, exceeding the first apron limit of 195. Oh my God. Below the second apron, the 200. So nothing. That's gonna have to wait for my fiance anyway. You guys gonna go get a room? You two, Jesus. Staying below the second apron ensures they can keep Jokic and Murray on the roster. Get a room. Media critic, love KSC broadcast saying how clutch number 27 is. They're always gonna, you know what I mean? That's how they run that thing like state media. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me see. Let's see what your tweet is. I'll go. Let me see. Let me see your tweet. Let me see the tweet. Tweet. Did you hit this? What? Brother. Hey, brother. Wait, hold on. I'll check for myself. I want to check one thing for myself. What I want to know how many threes Zach LaVine hit tonight. You don't have to tell me. I'll check it for myself. I'm not even looking at you anyway, so I'll check it for myself. I didn't count the ways. How many threes? How many threes did he hit? Oh, Fish and hit that. That's dope. What's my cut? What's my split? That's a big fat loss there. Wait, what'd you lose on? You got the threes. I'm not a gambler, so you hit on the threes. You hit on the triple double. Oh, the Nuggets lost. Oh, damn it. Oh, that's got a bliggity blow. That's got to suck. Biggity balls. Damn. Oh, I'm sorry, Fishing. Oh. He hit on everything, and that's a pretty wild one, too. God, just remember, when you're gambling, you're the product. I don't even do that. I should have just looked. It's the fucking red X right there. Sorry about that, Fishing. Let's look at some trades before we go in the paint with Dan. Hold on, let me get this right. In the paint with Dan Tanner and KJ and Dan Tanner. Let's look at possible trades. I get to be the wild assertion guy, and I am asserting that after this loss, this is a team that needs to do something obligatory. I need blood. I want blood. I want blood. I want somebody's head to roll. Heads will roll. God, look how their fucking roster's built. Let's see what it takes to get Zach LaVine to Denver. This is an incomplete trade. I know it. I know that. Trade restriction on Jamal Murray. Trade restriction on Aaron Gordon. So let's say if we put him in the mix. Okay. Trade currently fails. I know. Zeke Najee. Zeke and Najee. Boom. So we could trade Michael Porter Jr. and Zeke Najee straight across the board for Zach LaVine. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Michael Porter Jr. and Zeke Najee, who didn't play tonight, across the board for Zach LaVine. Do you think Chicago does it? I don't know why Chicago would do that. He is their draw. Minimalist Monk. Oh, do you listen to UK rap? Central C is. I like Central C. I haven't listened to his new album, but I like Central C. I think of. I do listen to some UK rap. I won't sit here and act like Giggs and Specta and Skepta were the guys that I was kind of turned on to first. It's not that I haven't heard it. I just wouldn't have known who the guys were. Giggs and Skepta, especially after that show that they were on. What's the show that it was kind of like The Wire? It was like the UK version of The Wire. I got tuned into that, but I do like it. It's kind of repetitive, much of it, but yeah. I don't know how you fix a three-point issue generally in the NBA, way above my pay grade. I think what you have to do is, what was my idea? Andon had a good one, although I didn't like the rebounding thing. I think, what was it? God, it escaped me. It's like penalize guys for shooting too many threes. Somehow, it's just bad. It's just bad to watch. It's just bad basketball. Play defense. That's how. Defending the three. Yeah, sure. Do it. Make the trade. In the playoffs, these threes won't be going. Exactly. That's my point. Is that it's great during the regular season. Just jack them up. But in the postseason, when the draws get tight, when your shorts get tight, they're not going down as easy. Oh, yeah. I don't know if we have them as a sponsor, so I got to keep that name out of my mouth. The Bulls won't take it. They'd ask for a first. Yeah, but we got that. I think, Astrid, don't we have a 2030? There's like a 2030 first, and I do believe it's lottery protected that the Nuggets have. You know, I quite honestly, it's like, is it time to fire David Adelman? No, I think you have to fire the head guy. Yeah, I think it's just I don't think that his message is getting through to them. And I really do think that Mike Malone asks this team to take its opportunities more seriously. I just don't think that they're capable of doing it. I think this team has two professionals on it. This team has two pros on it. Joker and Russell Westbrook. And everybody else I feel like is just going through the motions. And when I say professional, I'm talking about you can look at the guy. Okay, I'll give this Christian Brown. I won't take anything away from Christian Brown. You can look at the guy and you can kind of gauge like what you're going to get out of a guy from a night to night basis. You can tell what you're going to get out of a guy. And Julian Strawther, I'm quite sure needs to play his way into, kind of like his, but it's like, bruh, I don't give a damn what you got to do. It's like, this is not the G League. This is not the place to develop. And I just feel like more and more what we're seeing isn't going to change because your veteran presence are gone. The guys who would have given you veteran, and for the most part, you knew what you're going to get from KCP. You knew what you were going to get from Bruce Brown. You knew what you were going to get from your vets who you've lost, and it was professionalism. And I think what this team lacks is it's just a serious bout of professionalism. And I'm just telling you, let your eyes do the judging. When do you see hustle out of these guys? Do you see like a competitive fire? I see guys who think that they're way better at basketball than their game is in most cases. And I think they've been allowed to approach the game from a very lackadaisical kind of laissez-faire. Even the fact that they have that stupid chain that they give away for defensive player of the game. Like, you shouldn't get, like, that's what you're supposed to do. You're getting paid millions of dollars to play gym for a living. Defensive chain. It's like, do you think Greg Popovich is giving away a defender of the game chain? He just demands that his guys act like pros. I don't need to give you little carrots. Little weird carrots to dangle in front of you in order to get effort out of you knuckleheads. Jason Hunt says, I got shit to do after the game. Well, Jason, I like you. I don't remember asking you shit. So what? I hate to say this, but when this team is missing, I hate to say this, but when a team is missing, that it's coaching. What? I hate to say it, but when a team is missing, that it's coaching. Okay. All right. Okay. MPJ, Christian, Zeke would get a nice haul back. Yeah, maybe minimalist. You can package them up and get something, but if it's not scoring, then I don't want it. I need scoring. So, who do you package them up and get in return? Because now the team is like, you're not going to get professionalism. You just need guys that can fill it up. Penalty box. No more foul outs. Maybe think about getting rid of the three-point line altogether. I wouldn't get rid of the three-point line altogether, but there's got to be something. Move it back some. I don't know. Number 27 isn't a professional. The broadcast network says he's great. Yeah, exactly. Critic. I'm right there with you. Why is P. Watt not getting any play? P. Watt got burned tonight. He got burned tonight. He was just, you can only do so much with P. Watt. P. Watt there's going to be games when you just love what P. Watt brings to the table. And to me, he got 24 minutes tonight. What more do you want? He was 2 of 6, 0 for 1 from 3. Like, what more is he supposed to get? P. Watt got burned tonight. P. Watt just was ineffective in his minutes on the floor. 24 minutes, 4 points. He got burned. He was just terrible. And had 2 turnovers. He's minus 12 from the field. Let's go over some final numbers before we make way for In the Paint with Dan Tanner. Michael Porter Jr., 7 of 15 from the field, 2 of 8 from 3. You guys, that's the greatest jump shot ever. Such a sweet looking jump shot, and he can rarely hit it at an efficient clip. So great. It looks great coming out of his hand. The question is, does it go down? Because if that 2 of 8 is more like 2 of 6, let's say, or let's say that 2 of 8 is more like 3 of 5. And then he was, let's say, 9 of 18, 10 of 18, because he was scoring inside because he's 6 foot 10 inches tall, and he had some other aspect to his game. But maybe what do I know? I'm just a guy running my goddamn mouth. Joker for the first night, really inefficient. 5 of 21, can't have that. But another triple-double, so you can't have that. Fair trade-off, right? 4 turnovers, Russell Westbrook, 5 of 10 from the field, gives you 14 points, plus 6. I just think that every night you get the most out of Russie. I'm never going to have a problem with what he brings to the table. I'm serious. He's the only pro. Jamal Murray, 8 of 20. 1 of 5 from 3. 18 points. 6 assists. So he's at least trying to move the ball around. But I just don't have a lot of patience for Jamal's game. I really don't. That 8 of 20 is just like, brother, Just shoot less. I don't know what to tell you. Christian Brown, probably had your most efficient night. 11 of 15. 2 of 4 from 3, hit all of his free throws. 28 points. It's great output from Christian Brown. And then you got 10 points off your bench. And Aaron Gordon, I'm not even going to bother. I'm kind of bothered by Aaron Gordon. I'm just kind of bothered by it. And it has nothing to do with the injuries. It just has everything to do with body language and just if you're hurt, get off the court. If you're hurt, don't lace them up. But that half jog, kind of laissez-faire. How many turnovers did Aaron Gordon? I know he had 2 that really pissed me off. Oh, he didn't have any turnovers. I must have been thinking about somebody else. So there you have it, Nuggets fan. I don't know what to tell you, man. It's a players' league, not a coach's league. Don't blame it on Malone. Don't blame it on Malone. You were saying don't blame it on Malone, but it came off as don't blame it on Malone. And I understood exactly what you were saying, Dante.
Every day in my hood, I bang. I'm a nice worker.
I hate to say this, but when his team is missing, it's coaching. Said that one already. I got to do shit after the game. I don't remember asking. Pops only wins with Hall of Famers. I'm not talking F him. I'm not talking about I'm talking about what he demands of his teams. And lay off. What is your problem, fishing? Jesus. Don't hate on the DPOG chain. Okay, Jeremy Perea. What are you going to do about it if I do hate on it, though? I mean, I like you. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Every day in my hood, I bang. I'm a nice worker.
But I think if you have to give out little DPOG chains, I think if you have to give those little trinkets out, well, it tells me all that I need. You're like begging these guys. Guess what, you guys? I'm going to give you a chain. It's not like we pay you millions of dollars. I'm going to give you a defensive player of the game chain, because you guys the hip hop generation. You want a chain? Give me a ring. Because the ring is the thing. Now, Jeremy, I like you. JP. Oh, that's your new nickname for me right now. JP. But you walk over and you limp back. When a team is missing a lack of effort, it's coaching. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I agree. I think it's at a certain point in time, especially when we're not talking about a team that hasn't won a chip. So when you're a championship team, you should be look how every team approaches the Nuggets. It's like pressure them. They'll turn it over. Pressure them. They're not going to they won't match your intensity. You can tell when Minnesota plays us, that's their game plan. Chris Finch knows, pressure them. They're not going to match your intensity. These guys think that, you ever seen those hoopers that think they're special and so everything is just cool and it's like, oh, you see no intensity on their face. It's just like, what have you done in your career to earn that right to be that cool? Let me see some fire. And I think you just need to see somebody get fired off and then guys are like, oh, wake up. It's players' league, not a coach's league. The blame is not on Malone. It's on Booth. I think Jokic likes Malone more than Booth, and that's what matters. Okay, that's fine, but guess what? Sometimes you just got to run a guy's ass just so guys know I'm not fucking around. And if it's Calvin Booth, then run his ass. Are the life outside of basketball Nuggets back? I think you might be right. I think you might be onto something, Jeremy. So you're one of those people who thinks Booth and the FO sits in a room making players' decisions and Malone is sitting on the outside twiddling his thumbs. No, Malone helps get these players. It's on him to get them to play. I don't disagree with any of that. Jamal Murray is the reason the Nuggets won't go anywhere. I don't disagree with that. I think Jamal Murray and Aaron Gordon both have this very lackadaisical, in my opinion, approach to the game. And it's just, game to game, it's like, when are you going to get fired? So when their shots are going down, then you see their competitive fire. If they're not hitting shots, then it's just this kind of like this malaise. And it's like, these are supposed to be 2 of your guys. So what do you think the rest of the team's going to give you? 8 and 20 is my KD, COD. I'm on, right? Okay. YouTube. Get a room. I on the pro coaches can't make the pro athletes play with fire. That shit comes from within. Kobe didn't need a coach to hassle him. Did any champion? Does Jokic? No, exactly. If you need a coach to be like, hey guys, I got, and Jeremy, I don't mean any offense to you. You like the defensive player of the game or whatever chain. That's fine. This ain't about you, bro. I'm just saying if a guy's got to dangle it like, oh, here's a little trinket, then you don't got a bunch. What do my guys say on Succession? I love you idiots, but you're not serious people. This is a championship team. You're not serious people. Where's Jeff Green when you need him? AG wakes up with $100 million in the bank, and does he really? He looks like he still smokes weed like right before the game some of the times. Minimalist, to be honest with you. I just don't like. I don't like the look of it. You had better matches than that. Fishing. Okay. You two get a room. It's true. Booth and Malone are not on the best of terms. Yes, from what I've heard. I can't confirm or deny that, but from what I've heard. Shaq needed some hassling. Ha 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 ha. Jason. Okay, John. All right, gentlemen and ladies and whomever. I appreciate y'all for your time. Very disappointing loss. Very disappointing loss. Let's look ahead before I give it over to Dan. Before I send it over to Dan Turner. Before I send it to him, I think with Dan Diggity, goddamn Dan Turner. Let's look at what's left on this road trip. Very disappointing opening to the road trip, by the way. This was one of the games that you had to have. This is one of the games that you had to have just to keep it within string. So the Nuggets have now lost 2 straight on their way to New York, which will be no slouch. Could be a loss. It could be 3 straight. That could be 3 straight losses. And this is what if you remember what I said on Friday, all they had to do was avoid those 3-4 game losing skids. That's how close this West is playing. So you'll go to New York, and you got to get a win there. You got to get a win in New York. I think you got to finish the rest of this trip with 3 straight. And I don't think any of these are gimmies. I don't care how Philadelphia's playing. I don't care how Charlotte's playing. This is not that team. This Nuggets team could fuck up a 14-year-old's first orgasm. Completely blow it. Pause. Nuggets now 28-18, firmly affixed in 4th place. 2 games in front of the Lakers and the Clip Show. Really only 1 game in front of the Lakers. 1.5 games in front of the Clip Show. And with the way that this thing is playing out in the West, look at the difference between the Mavericks and the Nuggets. The Nuggets are a 4 or 5 game losing streak if everybody just kept winning below them from being in 8th, 9th place. So there you go. And every time you drop a game that you're supposed to win, every time you drop a game that you're supposed to win in this season, every time you drop a game that you're supposed to win, you're just making it harder on Joker's time in Denver, the useful years. I'm talking about to the game. Because if this isn't a championship team, you're wasting that man's time. Wasting a championship career of a player who, if you just surrounded him with pros, could easily win 3 rings. He's definitely going to have no less than 6 MVPs as long as he's healthy. And that 6, fuck it. Where we're at now, if he gets 4 MVPs and only 1 ring out of it, that is horseshit. And a bunch of people need to have their asses run. So anyway, Fishing, you're the man. Minimalist Monk, you're a funny dude. Jonathan Kidd, just remember, it's everyone's game. Don't get down. It's just a game. Don't get down. Words of wisdom. Thank you, Jonathan. Who else do we have in here? Andon. Fishing. J Kidd. Minimalist Monk. Media Critic. I saw some new people in here. Jeremy Perea. I don't know if you're new, but thanks for the contributions. Dante. Who else? I know there's somebody else that I'm missing. Astrid. Welcome, Astrid.
Every day in my hood, I bang. I'm a nice worker.
Let's see. Just make sure. Just running through it. Just want to make sure that I give everybody their credit due. You guys make this show. Joe Mito. Jason Hunt. Daniel Miller. He was right. Daniel, a broken clock. A broken clock.
I'm a nice worker.
Jeremy. Just Jeremy on X.
Every day bang. I'm a nice worker.
LEGGO.
Every day in my hood, I bang. I'm a nice worker.
Lou Hugh.
Every day in my hood, I bang. I'm a nice worker.
Lars Highlands.
Every day in my hood, I bang. I'm a nice worker.
All right, you guys. Nuggets, that was not fun. That was not fun at all. But I think these are the words that we'll remember. It's only there's no reason to be upset. It's only a game. My long lost Uncle Jason Kidd. Yeah, that's right. Oh, okay, guys. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Thank you all for joining me. And up next, in the paint with Dan Tanner. Later, y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I don't even drink, and I think I'm not gonna drink. Okay, bye now. Wait, what did you say? Maybe Kid Capri. Kid Capri. Peace.